January, the playoffs, when last gasps take your breath away.
Oh, by Diggs! Oh, it got loose! Oh, my God! No way!
Looking to throw, and he throws into the end zone. Touchdown!
Before this postseason adds another chapter of Cinderella stories, let's take a look back at the Music City Miracle.
First time ever, an NFL playoff game in Tennessee. 11-5 Buffalo, 13-3 Tennessee. This ought to be some wild game.
They ain't ready. They can't be ready because they ain't never faced nothing like it before.
Eddie had not been in a playoff game. Steve had not been. None of those guys had been in playoff games before. I tried to explain to them the difference in the intensity, and we didn't play well against Buffalo.
15-13. The Bills can win this with a field goal. There's a little bit of a miracle play. One shoe. The Bills do not have a timeout, so they can't take a chance. They've got to take the kick now. And it is good!
When the ball went through the uprights, it was silence.
Do you believe it? 16-15. They have taken the lead with 16 seconds to play.
We describe ourselves a lot as players as trained seals. It's just like a whistle blows, you go and you do a trick and you get a fish. So it's just like, to me, a lot of guys knew what we were doing, home run throwback.
For years, we'd had what we referred to as a Stanford Cal team. Take your best athletes, run around and see if we could do the Stanford Cal thing with the band in the end zone, score, win the game. Prior to the start of training camp, Coach Lowry came to me and goes, hey, I've seen this play, and he said, let's have some more specifics to, that last play of the game. So we called it home run throwback.
You actually designed very few new things. This was something that I'd seen in a SMU Texas Tech game where you try to get all the coverage going one way, and then you throw back across the field and you have a wall of blockers set up.
Fast forward, Buffalo Bills. Last seconds of the game. I get a concussion, so I'm not playing. My backup, Anthony Dorsett, he has cramps, so he can't run the play. So Kevin Dyson's left. That's it.
So I called Dyson over and I said, home run throwback. We practice it every Saturday. You got it? He goes, Coach, I never paid attention. And I said, okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to stay 5 yards behind the ball. Regardless of what goes down, stay outside our numbers and stay 5 yards behind the ball. He goes, okay, Coach.
Well, we play for a squib, typically. That's why Frank Wycheck is in the game. He's got great hands. Since they blooped the ball, it kind of threw everybody out of position.
And I noticed Lorenzo Neal going to catch the football, and I'm saying, damn, we done really lost the game now. If he's going to touch the ball, it was over.
His hand's about as soft as a cement sidewalk, man.
Prior to going out there, I told Frank, if it's anywhere close to me, I'm getting it and I'm going to pitch it to you. Now, when it came, I started backing up, and Ike Berg was like, Lo, I got it. I was like, no, forget this. I'm getting this ball.
I think Ike Berg came up thinking, I'm going to catch this and get what I can because of the bloop. So I knew when he was there, he has to have somebody to throw it to. So I just stepped back, and I saw Frank turn around. I do not think to this day he knew who he was throwing to.
Going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. Pitches it back to Wycheck. He throws it across the field to Dyson.
He's got something.
30,
He's got
40,
something.
50,
He's got it.
30,
He's got it.
20, 10.
He's got it.
End zone. Touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle.
I get a lot of credit because I scored the touchdown, but Frank had the hardest part, really. All I do is run, and that's one thing I could do back then is run.
Tennessee has pulled a miracle for the Titans.
Now, wait a minute. We just saw it on the replay. That is an illegal forward pass, clearly. Here comes Phil Luckett.
All right,
he's been summoned to the replay booth.
As soon as I get into replay, I see the screen Now, for those who don't know, in instant replay, the referee who's reviewing it, he sees only the same shots that are originally shown on television. Now, I cannot hear anything they're saying, but I'm seeing what you see at home, and I see that the announcers are drawing these lines, and I know immediately they're drawing them as if this was a forward pass. He threw it here, gets over here, so I know that that's what they're feeling, that's what they're saying, even though I don't hear them. As I work with my instant replay official, Bob Boylston, if I'd gone too fast, I might have fallen into a trap of, yeah, I guess it's forward and we'd have made a mistake, but slow down, let's go over this, show me this angle, where did he throw it, where did he catch it? And the more I saw it, there was no evidence that it was forward. In fact, it looked straight across or maybe very slightly backwards. I told Bob, I'm going with a legal play, and he says, okay, here we go.
If he calls this the other way, he may have a hard time getting out of this stadium.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. It was a lateral.
Yes! Titans win.
What you going, baby? Man, nice job. Hell of a job, man. Where'd you go?
He's happy more than I am. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. First time in the playoff, winning the first game is a great accomplishment for us.
That one play, I think, changed the course for both teams. It allowed us to move further into the playoffs, ultimately get into the Super Bowl.
McNair drops, throws right side for Dyson. He dives for the end zone. He came up 1 yard short.
On the flip side of that game, put a stake in the heart of the Buffalo Bills.
I'm depressed, dog. I'm depressed. I really want to take time away from everything. I don't even want to see reality, and I don't want to see anything because it's not real.
Thanks to go to you for coming up here. I'm telling you.
And yes, it was a lateral. It was a legal lateral. You can't tell me different.